Okay, Blair, you probably have to hit *6 to come back on in.
Thank you. All right, got that. Well, listen, everybody, welcome to the call, to Friday night call here at iXQtv. And thanks for taking the time out of your Friday night to join us tonight. And what I was going to do, I've got some updates that I wanted to share with you about things that are coming. So you're going to sort of get in the know here about what's coming down the pike here very soon with iXQtv. Guys, let me just start off by saying this is going to be the greatest opportunity of your lifetime. This is we're at the very, very beginning of what's going to just turn into something absolutely incredible. So we're working behind the scenes to make it even better for you. And I was hoping to have a few of those things already today, but it looks like it's going to be just a few more days out. But just a couple of things that you're going to see over the coming week and weeks is one, we're working on a completely customized look and feel, much more customization than is already there with your iXQtv when you log in. So, as you know, we had started off, we were going to have a video on demand feature. Since we don't have that, we're going to be removing some of those buttons that don't work, specifically the movies and the series links. We're going to be creating a new colored buttons on top of that. So everything that is going to be on the screen is going to work, and it's going to look fantastic. So we should have that coming down here next week. Now, you will have to re-download the APK onto whatever device you're using, unless you're using from the Google Play Store. We do have iXQtv in the Google Play Store, and if you download an app from the Play Store, you'll notice when you go to settings, there's a button that says check for updates. So when I go to update that, all you have to do is click that, and it will automatically update your iXQtv. By the way, we're also working on an iTunes app as well for iTunes. So look for that coming down the pike as well. And of course, you may have noticed over the past couple weeks, they've added some new content, some new channels, some really cool stuff. And that's going to continue to happen as we go along, adding more content. And we've got some more countries that we're going to be adding for folks as well once on the very near future, once we release the new look and feel. Now, the other thing that is coming very soon is we're going to have the fully automated trial system. Now, as you know, right now, when you send in a trial, we load those during the week, Monday through Friday. Well, very soon we are going to have it so that the trial, when you go request a trial for your prospect, it's going to be automatically sent 24 hours a day, 7 days a week when they request it. So very, very cool. That's going to be the next step that we go through, and I tell you, that's going to be very, very exciting once that's available. So as soon as someone requests a trial, they'll be get it almost immediately, and so that's coming down the pike as well. Just a few other things that I wanted to mention while you're using your iXQ service. One of the settings, and most of you may already know this, when you go into your settings, and then when you first log into iXQ, the settings button is the little gear shift at the top of the page. And when you go into live TV, it is that you can access it by clicking the 3 dots in the upper right corner. One of those settings will allow you to change your video, your media player. And a lot of people have found that they get a better picture, much better picture quality when they change the media player to the VLC player. So if you go in and edit that setting and then go back out to live TV, when you go to full screen, if you don't already have that, it will prompt you to install it. So you can play around with that feature, not always change it back if you like, but a lot of people really love that experience when they use a different media player. And I personally use VLC player. So when you go to settings, just click player selection, and you can change it there to VLC player or MX player if you have that on your device. VLC is easiest to download, but so you can check that out. Really does help a lot with a picture quality, especially for bigger TVs. Another thing that we're working on, and I don't want to give a time frame on this, but we are working on full a DVR type setup with the shows. That's going to be very, very exciting. That'll be coming down the pike as well. Now, one thing you might have noticed is we do have a limited catch-up in there right now. If you click the button that says catch-up, there's about 111 channels in that section that are recording, and they go back as far as 5 days, some 3 days of shows. And you can click on the dates and watch replays of shows in those channels. But got a lot of exciting stuff coming down the road. So with that said, now is the time to get out and build your teams, which I think you all know that you're on this call. This is just going to keep getting better and better and better. Now, we do have our Brian Spangler on the call tonight, and he's going to be going over the free trial system and how that works. Now, this is just an option that you have if you want to use this to help build your business. Now, obviously, if you're using a system that you're happy with, you don't need to do this. Again, it's completely optional. It does have some really cool features in this system that help make your life a little bit easier, and I think you're going to see that tonight. So we're going to go over that a little bit right now. So I think I covered everything I wanted to cover, but Brian, I'm going to turn it over to you now, and if you do have a computer, I would definitely recommend that you get online at vswebinar.com. That's V as in Victor, S as in Sam, webinar.com. But I gotta tell you guys, I'm so excited, and I know you guys are too because you're on this call. So with that said, Brian, are you there?
I'm here, sir.
All right, welcome.
All right, thanks, Blair. Well, thanks again for having the call here tonight. I know we had a little bit of a mix-up last night, but so I definitely appreciate everyone who's on the call tonight that came out and spending a little bit of time with us on a Friday night to learn a little bit about the updates that are going on. It sounds like there's a lot of things coming. It's just going to make this opportunity even better and better. And so definitely looking forward to what's going to be happening here in the next couple of weeks. And so, part of that whole process, with the free trial system, what this system is really designed to do is it's designed to help you basically build your business and help you build your list by using the free trials. Okay, and so we launched this system back on the 24th of September. And here we are about a little over a month later, and we got the first level of automation done with it, which is great. So things are really moving forward and progressing forward. So a lot of really cool things are coming down. Like Blair was saying, there's a lot of really cool features that we're going to be able to do. Once the automation is done at corporate, where the trial codes are instantly activated. That's just going to make everyone's life a lot easier, and it's going to tie into the free trial system just flawlessly. And I'll kind of go over that and show you guys how that all works. And so kind of a rundown of what the free trial system is, guys. It's basically a system that allows you to capture your contacts, your prospects' contact information, and in exchange for the free trials. Okay, and so basically how it works, if you're online at vswebinar.com, I'm just going to be going through the site here real quick, and then I'm going to log into the back office and kind of show you how the system works in the back office and what some of those features and functionalities are that Blair was mentioning. And so what this is, guys, really is it's a sales funnel. Okay, and it's a very, very powerful one because it forces you to be actively engaged in the process, the step-by-step process of walking your prospect from getting their codes to helping them get it set up on their television to following up and answering any questions to, having follow-up emails going out, the whole 9 yards. And so a lot of this stuff is automated, so it takes that away from you so you don't have to worry about it. And that's what I love about automation is you take those things, and if you automate them, you can put your focus and your attention on building your business, not worrying about, oh, do I have to do this with the trial, or do I have to do this over here? All you got to do is focus on getting people to the trial and then calling them back and following up. That's all you have to do. Okay, and so here's how the system works, guys. I mean, so basically there's, you do different types of marketing, whether it's advertising, blogs, pay-per-click, social media, print marketing, handing out cards, flyers, talking to friends and family, associates, things like that, and getting them to go to your website. Okay, when they go to your website, which is tryiitoutforfree.com/your username, that's the website you get with this system. They're offered a website form, and so all they have to do is put in their name, their email, and their phone number in order to start their free trial. Okay, and so once that happens, we use a third-party autoresponder. It's called Aweber. I'm sure you guys have probably heard of them. If not, they're one of the best in the business. And so what happens is when somebody opts into that capture page, okay, Aweber captures that information and then sends them an email to confirm their email address, okay, which is a very important piece to this whole puzzle, because what we're doing is we're exchanging our trial code with proper contact information so we can follow up with our prospects. Okay, so we want to make sure that the information that we're getting is good quality confirmed information. Okay, so Aweber will send out a follow-up or a confirmation email. And then as soon as the prospect clicks on that confirmation email, what will happen is it triggers back to our confirmation page, and that's really where the magic happens. Okay, so what this does is when a person confirms their email address, it'll look that up in our system. It will automatically attach a trial code to that prospect and then submit that information over to corporate for activation. Okay, then corporate will activate the trial code, and then they send out the email, the setup instructions to you and to the prospect. Okay, now during this whole process, that also triggers callback notifications. Okay, so we have within the free trial system, there is a callback notifier. So when you have a setup call to make, so when someone's trial has been activated, you can get on the phone, make sure that they can get it set up properly on their television or computer or phone, whatever device they're going to be using, so that they can experience as much of that 24-hour trial as possible. Okay? And then we leave them alone for the 24 hours. 24 hours later, you will get another notification, a follow-up call notification from the free trial system saying, hey, John Doe has, he's over his 24-hour with the free trial. You need to give him a call, answer any questions, and get him signed up. Okay, so there's those notifiers that are in there. And I'll walk you through that here in the back office here in just a second. Now, along with those notifications, your prospect, as soon as they confirm their email address, they are set up on a follow-up series of emails that get triggered out from Aweber. So one goes out instantly that just thanks them for confirming, and then they get one email every 3 days for 3 weeks, okay? And each email talks about a different part of iXQ, right? It'll talk about the movies, or it'll talk about do you like sports, do you like saving money, just different things, because we never know what the hot button is going to be for any individual prospect. Okay, so we try to cover the spectrum with those follow-up calls, with those follow-up emails. Okay, and so what I'm going to do here, guys, is I'm going to log into the back office here. And this is my own personal one. Okay, so if you're online, you can kind of see what the back office looks like. Okay, so when you very first become and you sign up for the free trial system, it is a one-time setup fee of $50. Okay, and then after that, you do have to have an Aweber account. Now, eventually, we are going to be adding in different autoresponders. And so we're going to be hooking up with like Get Response and Constant Contact, all the main autoresponders that are out there, you'll be able to make your choice. But to get things started, we set it up with AWeber to get it started. Okay, and so when you very first order the system, after you make your payment for the $50 for the setup fee, it'll trigger you back to and automatically log you into the back office. Okay, and so what it'll do is it'll take you into step number 1. So I'm going to pull up that here on the screen real quick. Okay, so what this does is this will take you to where you need to sign up for AWeber. Now, if you don't have AWeber, there's a link to order it. It is free for the first 30 days, and then after that, they charge $19 per month. Okay, so once you have that all set up, you get your username and your password. You submit both of those here, and basically what we do, guys, is I take that username and password, I log into your AWeber account, set up your list, put in your autoresponder emails, and integrate the AWeber system with the free trial system for you. Okay, so everything is seamless behind the scenes. You don't have to worry about it. It's up, it's running, and it works flawlessly. Okay, so after you save that, then it's going to kick you over to step number 2. Okay, step number 2 is where you set your automation. Okay, so automation is you have 2 selections. You have fully automated and you have needs approval. Okay, so the fully automated, the way that works is as soon as somebody opts into your capture page, and then they click on the confirmation email that AWeber sends out, it'll send back to our system, attach the trial code to that prospect, and send it over to corporate for activation. Okay, now the approval needed. What that'll do is when someone clicks on the confirmation email, it'll put them into a pending list in your back office, and our system will send you an email saying you have a new prospect that needs approval. Okay, so you can log in and approve them. Okay, so those are the 2 differences between the 2. It's up to you which direction you want to go. A lot of people are doing fully automated, and a lot of people are doing the needed approval. It just depends. It just depends on you. Okay. So after you save that, it's going to take you into step number 3. Step number 3 is where you upload your trial codes. Okay, so in here you would log into your back office with iXQ, which I have that pulled up here. Okay, so what you would do is you would basically you'd highlight your trial codes like so. Okay, and then you can right-click on it and copy. Okay, and when you do that, then you come back into the system here, and then you right-click and you paste. Okay, and you make sure that all the trial codes is just 1 trial code per line, and then you click on the upload button. I'm not going to click on this because I've already uploaded these into the system. So, but that's as easy as it is right there. Okay, as soon as you upload those, it'll automatically kick you over to step number 4, which is you just verify your account information. You make sure everything in here is set the right way, emails, names, and all that stuff, and then you click on save. Okay, you only have to go through this process 1 time. It's just in the initial very first time login, just to make sure we have everything set so your system will run right out of the gate. Okay, so now so it'll kick you over here into the home page. So in the home page, you'll have your capture page link right here. This is what you would be marketing. So your page will be tryoutforfree.com/your username. And so I'll click on mine here just so you can kind of see. So it clicks out and it shows you what the capture page is. Okay, so this is the page that you'd be marketing for the trials. Okay, so on here you have 2 different notifiers. You have it'll tell you how many codes you have available, and then how many callbacks you have that are needing your attention. Okay, so we'll go into the trial codes first. So underneath there's a link that says Manage Trial Codes, and this will take you into the Trial Code Manager. Okay. Up here at the top, you can upload trial codes. So as we continue moving forward here, we do get 30 trial codes each month with our subscription. And so if you click on Upload Trial Codes, you can upload those. It works just like that setup step. Okay, so you just paste them in 1 line at a time and click on Upload. Okay. So we'll go back to the Trial Code Manager. Activated trial codes. This just shows you the trial codes that have been activated. Obviously, these are just tests for me. It takes you into your list tab, and it'll show you statuses. There's different statuses for each one of the prospects, so you can see where they're at in the process of the funnel. Okay, so you know if there's any actions that you have to do. Okay, the phone number for them, trial code number, and then the date that it was assigned. Okay. And we'll get more into the list here in just a second. So back at the trial code manager, you can view the list of the trial codes that you've uploaded. Okay. So this will show you all the trial codes and what date that you imported them in. Now there's a link next to each one that says assign. Okay. So if I click on assign for this one here at the top, this will open up a window for me, and it says I can assign this trial code and then put in the prospect's name, email, and phone. And what this will do is when you submit it, it will automatically attach that trial code to that prospect and send it over to corporate for activation. Okay, this is a manual way, and so if you enter anybody in here, they will not be in your AWeber account, and they will not receive the follow-up email series because we're basically bypassing that. Okay, so that's how that works with the trial codes. So in the list here, so anytime somebody opts into your capture page, they're going to show up in your list. Okay, they're going to show up in your master list under a different status. So the different statuses, you know, they've just opted in, they're waiting to confirm. Or the prospect is waiting for a trial code, you know, things like that. So you can see what needs to be done with each one of the prospects as they come through. Okay, so as soon as somebody gets issued a trial code, and a trial code is attached to them, they will show up in your callback manager. Okay, so what happens is as soon as someone's trial code is activated, the free trial system will send you out a setup call notification saying, hey, you have an opt-in, they need to, you know, you have a setup call to make, they've gotten their trial code activated, so you need to call them and make sure that they got it set up on their television. Okay, so say I'm going to do this first one here. I can call that person, I can click on add notes, and this will open up the edit lead, and you can actually save notes in here for that individual. Okay, so we can save that. Okay, then we'll go back to our list. Actually, I'm sorry, go to our callbacks. Okay, and so I talked to Brian Test 2, so now I'm going to close this. Brian's ready to go. It's set up on his TV. We're going to let him have his 24 hours. So I'm going to click on save. And what this does is this moves that person down into your follow-up calls. Okay, so what this does is as soon as you close that out, it puts on a timer. Okay, so 24 hours after you close that file out of the setup call, you're going to get another email, a follow-up call email from us, a notification saying, okay, hey, Brian has gone through his 24-hour trial. You need to give him a call back, answer any questions, and get him set up. Okay, and so when you make that phone call, again, you can click on the add notes. You can see the different notes that are available there. You can add additional notes if you want to, and then save it. Okay, and so once you're done and you got that person signed up or answering their questions, you click on close. Okay, and that will take them out of your callback manager, and that will put that person into your list marked as status number 5 because they've gone through the entire funnel. Okay. Now on your list tab here as well, you have a search feature. This feature is not available yet. That's being worked on right now. And also the export CSV. That is also a function that is not currently working, but it will be available here very, very soon. Okay. There's also your marketing materials. So with the free trial system, when you sign up for it, you do get a postcard design, a door hanger design, and a business card design. So when you log into your account, these are your actual files. Okay. So when you click on the download button, it'll automatically download that to your computer, and then you can choose any third-party printer that you want to print those materials out for you. Okay. Now, the last thing here, guys, is the account. So up at the top right-hand corner, there's a button next to the logout that's account. This just gives you the information that you have on your account. Okay, your name, email, phone. If you need to change anything in here, you can. The two things that we don't allow to be changed is your iXQtv username, because that's what ties everything up, makes everything sync right, and then also your AWeber list ID. This is the identification that makes your system communicate with your list inside of AWeber. Okay, And so, but you can change your automation at any time. The fully automated to needs approval. You just click on update, and that'll update your system for you. Okay. So that is really basically the rundown of the system, guys. And the whole point of the system is to give you the ability to be able to build a proper contact list of people that have viewed your product. Okay. And so this it forces you to be actively engaged with your prospects throughout the funnel, because there's multiple points of contact, right? And so if you do that and you show that, your prospects are going to see that, you have that good business ethic, you have the integrity, and you're someone that, they want to do business with. Okay. And so now once we do get the automation setup done with corporate, when corporate has the activation done automatically, anytime somebody opts in, if you have your system set up to fully automated, as soon as someone opts in and then clicks on the confirmation link, it will attach the trial code, send it to corporate. Corporate will activate instantly, and it will send out the setup instructions to the prospect and to you, which is phenomenal, guys. I mean, that cuts down on all time frames. So as soon as somebody confirms, they'll have their email within seconds with their activation. So that way, they'll be, they're still injured. They don't have to wait for a little while and whatnot. So that's going to be a very, very powerful thing. So, but guys, that's the system. Okay, very simple, very easy to see, very easy to navigate, and it's working fantastically. So, so if you don't have the system yet, I highly, highly recommend that you get it. The URL to order it is thefreetrialsystem.com. Again, this is an optional system, guys. It's not required, okay, but it does help a lot, because it helps you to manage your prospects accordingly as you're pushing them through this sales funnel, okay? And so everything has been tested. Everything, we've been running this now. We launched it last night. We've been watching the databases, my programmer and I, and everything is functioning 100% flawlessly. My programmer's on top of it as well. He's seeing different things and adding things in, even behind the scenes as we speak. And so as we continue to grow, there's going to be more and more features and functions and whatnot that will be available. So get your system, guys, thefreetrialsystem.com. Yeah, that's what I got for tonight. So, Blair, I guess I'll toss the call back over to you, sir, to close her up.
Thanks so much, Brian. Can you hear me?
I can. The floor is yours, sir.
All right. Still on. Excellent. Yeah, it's guys, like you said, the system is optional. If you're using a system that you like now, great. You can send trials in the back office. If you go into your back office of iXQtv, you can go in and do that yourself. And when our automation comes, that will be available to you as well. This just makes it a little more seamless, and like Brian said, allows you to build your list and really take control over what you're doing, and being notified when people are getting their activation codes and so forth. So very, very cool. Plus the marketing materials as well. So anyway, excellent. But like I was saying at the beginning of the call, everybody, we are just getting started. Now is the time to get out there and build your teams before we have all of the bells and whistles that are coming, because they're coming, folks. And like I said, this is just, iXQ is just going to keep getting better and better and better as we go along, guys. So anyway, like Brian said, if you've got questions about the system or for Brian, he does have a chat box. I don't know how late he'll be on there tonight. But that is available. If you go to the website, you'll see it. I think you were up pretty late last night, from what I heard, Brian, on that. A little bit. So, anyway, again, thank you, Brian, for putting this together. I know you put a lot of work into that. Appreciate that. So, but let's see, what else do I have for you guys? Well, that's pretty much it for the updates. Now, as we get along with what I was talking about at the beginning of the call, we will be emailing everyone as well. So make sure you check your emails next week as we get that, and stay in touch with your upline as well, so you can get notified as quickly as possible as some of these new things come about. So with that, we're not going to keep you too long tonight. 30 minutes is about what we wanted to spend on your Friday night. So listen, everybody, have a great evening, and we look forward to talking to you soon. All right, so good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.